You don't like. I don't know if this is black on. Like, yo,
Hey, yo,
look, if
who
this
gets
is a
the
dope
shares,
comic
though?
book,
Who gets
Say
the
again?
shares? You know who
Yeah.
gets the shares?
What's up?
Who gets the shares? T'Challa. Black Panther. Black Panther gets the shares. The
Oh,
mainstream
because
stuff gets the
it has
shares.
black in
So-
it. It's easy to
Black
search.
Panther gets the shares. There's not
Which is
enough.
what leads into
There's
the
not
other
enough space.
issue.
There's not enough space for everybody.
We already got black superheroes. We got Black Panther. That's all we need. Look,
Yeah, Blade.
more room. There's more room at the table.
Now he right though. I'm tired of for like the whole '60s, '70s. Every black character was named Black something or other. Like that. That was annoying. Like it doesn't have to be the Black Falcon. You know,
Black
you could just
Goliath.
be a
Black
Falcon.
Mama.
You know what I mean?
Shit.
So Black Lightning. But one of the issues I think we have is we don't got a lot of us don't think we have other stories to pull from because a lot of comics pull from personal stories. But I would love to see either a comic or a show about the Moors. You know what I mean? Like the Byzantine Empire. You know what I'm saying? That was 1,000 years of history of dudes that dressed like Mr. Popo. You know what I mean? Now they make fun of him, but they dressed lavishly. They were geniuses. They were knights. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a lot of history showing the people in the Bible were black. They got a movie coming out called The Book of Clarence. It looks funny.
That's
Oh, I gotta see
You know what I'm
that. Hey.
So it's possible. You know what I'm saying?
There it
What about
is.
the other stories? And then when you got a good story, they say the Egyptians were white. So they be taking our stories, but it's good stories.
So boy, Cat, not to cut you, but just to sum that up on you, what you saying, like to piggyback off of that, the same reason why they don't give us this or why we don't have these stories is that what's allowed. Like it's not the representation. At this point, it'll go with what Vinell was saying. It's about the ownership. You know what I'm saying? We got to have enough power behind it because everybody knows, like you just said, Egypt was not. Hey, bro, you were not fair skinned over in Egypt, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're not fair skinned. You over there dealing with anything with around Jesus's time, bro. You were not fair skinned. You were burning, right? Romans were definitely dark, but Romans are painters as fair skinned, right? It's not the point of representation. At this point, we know the story's ours, but then it's like, yeah, well, we're still gonna make Ariel white.
We don't have an industry.
What offends them
Right.
is us knowing our history. You know,
We don't have an
knowing
industry.
that we have stuff like that.
We don't have industry. Japan can import all their stories, all their creativity. Come to us over here in the States. We buy it at Barnes and Nobles. We can see it on Netflix. We can see it on Hulu. They got a whole industry. India, Bollywood. They got a whole industry. They can import all their movies and all their shows over here. We don't have an industry.
So let's get right into World War Wakanda.
Oh,
Let's get right into that. Let's get right into that. Let's get right into the war for Wakanda, bro. Let's get right into that. You know what I'm saying? Let's get right into. Big shout outs to Herschel because he was on.
Shout out
he
to
was
Black
on,
Comic Lords. Shout out to Black Comic Lords.
Shout out to Black Comic Lords.
Yeah.
But oh yeah. By the way, okingdomcome.com.
Buy the book.
Boycott activity. If you are looking for a solid black written, black owned story that appeals and is well written, well drawn, well colored, okingdomcome.com. Straight up and down, bro. Straight, no cap. okingdomcome.com. And
I'm pulling the trigger on that.
And also Delta Dogs. Shout outs to Brother Vonell as well. Delta Dog. You're looking for something that really hits in terms of the kind of content we're looking for. I mean, check that out, bro. Straight up and down. But let's get to that. Let's get into hashtag recast T'Challa. Let's get into that because that definitely hit my radar. That definitely popped up on the radar this year, bro.
That's how you want to end 2023?
Did you see the new? You saw the eyes on Wakanda thing they're talking about?
Oh boy.
Oh yeah. So
The eyes on Wakanda thing.
They announced a TV show that's going to be about animated show about people who collect vibranium throughout the world, and I think Wakanda agents are going to check on them or something like that. So it's a non-T'Challa TV show, essentially.
Non-T'Challa.
What do you
That's
think
the
about
controversy.
boycott activity? What do you think about this?
Yeah.
The issue is like when I first saw it, I was like, okay, maybe they can get into other characters in Wakanda, so that's cool. You know, the way you explored all the North American characters. But then somebody was talking to me, it was like, yo, it's just another excuse to not talk about T'Challa, bro. It's like they're trying to avoid T'Challa at all costs, bro. Like, it's like everything else but him. And there's one thing to say, okay, it's been 60 years of T'Challa, but it's 60 years unexplored. We had basically 2 years of T'Challa, basically. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we want more. And then you bring them to What If and Disney Plus, and y'all smoking them on that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I would say killing them off, but as soon as he go to What If, y'all kill him off there too. The movie you kill him off, this you kill. So it's like, yo, it's like,
okay.
You ever seen the show Krypton? You don't start the show Krypton without first exploring Superman for a little while, right?
Kneel before Zod.
That's what I'm saying.
Greatest quote in TV history right there. Keep cooking.
So you got so much to explore. The intergalactic empire of Wakanda and all that stuff like that. You got so much to explore, but first you gotta get your feet in first. Like if we come here for T'Challa, like we came here for Clark Kent, or we go to Krypton for Clark Kent, you gotta do that first. You ain't gonna get a whole bunch of people involved in Eyes on Wakanda and everything else in the future. You making it, you know, the person who's relevant or the king at that time is his son. Like we don't care about his son. His son could go wherever right now. We got to see T'Challa first.
Hold up.
And I feel like Dion feels the same way about this. So like with the T'Challa thing, when we're talking on one hand about not taking part, or why is it always flipped when T'Challa's mentioned? Like why is that like, oh, we need black this T'Challa, and it's, oh yeah, back to like. Are you following me? Like, is that somehow excluded from this concept, or is this a
yes? Because he's number one. That's why.
Yep.
He's number one. He's the character that slipped through the cracks, that became mainstream, that became Superman, Batman level. Right? We never got a taste.
Hold on now.
Never got a taste of that, and because he slipped through the crack. Now we have to guard and protect them because there's a scarcity mindset that there's going to be only one. He's the only one that's going to make it. So we're holding on to T'Challa super tight. We're holding on to him super tight.
But we got Blade on the way.
Blade was never. Blade, look.
Blade got it in the 90s though.
He on the way though. He on the way.
Blade is dope. I get it. Blade is dope, but Blade is not number one. T'Challa's number one.
He right
Black
though.
Panther's number one.
All respect to Blade though.
All respect. I love Blade.
It's T'Challa.
It's
Spawn,
T'Challa,
Blade.
Spawn,
Damn, Blade on the
Right?
third.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
yeah.
So
That's why.
I don't think you can
because
do both.
Third pillar. Okay.
And they took Spawn
You
from us.
you literally can't do both.
You can't go black-owned, independent, take it back, and then support Black Panther. T'Challa.
Absolutely not. You let it burn altogether because Black Panther, to be honest, especially with T'Challa out, is Disney's only in to African mythology. Like that's what they use. That's why you got your Kenya licorice shit that you're drinking at the fucking Epcot, and your Wakanda soup. That's like Wakanda ain't a real place. It's their into African mythology. So like there's this one mythology that they cannot touch, and now they can touch it because you guys can't let go of fake father figure. Like, is that it?
Charles.
Yo, I'm just saying.
Charles?
The conviction part. You want is conviction at the end of the day. So like, if it's like, oh, I want this, we need more this thing, but oh, it's okay if we do that with Black Panther. Like, I feel like you can't do both.
And the only reason we're having this discussion is because Black Panther came out in 2018 in the movies, not because the comics.
The movie, that's it.
It's the movie.
And that was Coogler.
The movie.
That was Coogler that did that.
Bro, he won the Kings though. Coogler won the Kings.
Okay.
Coogler and Chadwick Boseman and the whole team put that together.
That was it.
Only because that's what made T'Challa number one. Is the movie. I'm sorry, the comic book got a lot of history. It's got good stories, but the movie gave us that window opportunity to peek through, and now we feel like there's no other character that can get through that hole but T'Challa. So now
that could have been Morris Chestnut. That could have been Morris Chestnut and
hell no.
Hey.
All right, so hold on. Majin, Vonell, Orion, I need y'all to get in on this, man. What are we doing?
So real quick. This is where we're at, right? Like, now, just on the same simple fact of like whitewashing. Like, this is why we don't have a black Superman. But then we just got our black Superman through Black Panther. There was so much fucking vibe with it. Everybody loved it. And then, unfortunately, my man had cancer and he, rest in peace. But then after that, now it's like, all right, it's kind of like Batman, the Black Batman. Now we did that great trilogy. Now we don't want to fuck it up. Now I don't want to offend my fans. I also don't want to offend the brand. I don't want to offend the culture, and I don't want to offend the image that I have. So now we have a black Superman. Black Superman died. Black Superman is going to stay dead.
But and that's the thing, right? We never had a black Superman. It's an illusion. Superman is Superman. That's Batman is Batman. We had a Black Panther, which was barely a superhero in that movie. That was an African king film about a family fighting through their
all-time
shit.
great.
He saved like two people in the beginning. That was it.
An all-time great. All-time great film.
Now he taking shots, y'all.
Hold on. To be honest with
superhero film.
No, but wait a minute. Wait. To be honest with you, though, Charles really ain't taking shots because by him saying that's not downgrading that film.
No, not at all. I think he's correct, and that's the first time I ever kind of like look at it through that lens of like not being I say a traditional superhero, but he was like you said, he was a king. So in his world, like just being Wakanda, he was a king. On the outside, he was a superhero. You know what I'm saying? But he was just doing. You know what I'm saying? He was doing his duty. So I feel that's a very different perspective on things.
The issue with that. I don't know if I'm cutting. Am I cutting somebody off?
No, go ahead.
I'm finished.
The issue that I had with the film was partially that too, and not just the film. His whole presence in the MCU is they didn't make him a superhero. Like being a king is great, but Black Panther has so much that he can do. I mean, in the comics, the dude basically took out Thanos' Dolo. You know what I'm saying? So they're not showing that. They're showing when Thor comes, when everybody comes. It's a whole army, and Shuri, she's got the technology point. It wasn't like that at first. Right. He was Mr. Fantastic level intelligent. You know what I'm saying? Reed Richards intelligent. So they kind of stripped a lot away from him to make it, like you said, like a family film, which it was still a really good film, still well written. But the issue is when you count on MJ and MJ, twists his ankle, you know what I'm saying? What are the Bulls now? Or, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever metaphor, analogy you're using.
No, that's a perfect metaphor.
I do want to ask a question real quick. And this, I'm just asking, now I don't have all the knowledge in the history of Black Panther. But who wrote him to be as smart as he is?
Was it Jack Kirby and Stan Lee? Was it them?
Had to be.
Okay, so the control, you know what I'm saying? Because he was gone by the time they started doing it. I feel like to have that writing in there where he's like as smart as he was and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, we don't have that control no more. You know what I'm saying? Since they've been gone, it's been going left. Completely left, you know what I'm saying? Like inch by inch.
And the question, Vonell, is why? Why is it like that?
I mean, it has a lot to do with business and some more stuff. But I mean, I'm not even about to defend whatever they got going on. But I will say this: that you have people like the guy that wrote Blue Marvel. You know what I'm saying? He wrote him as smart as he could be, just as smart as, if not smarter than, Mr. Fantastic and stuff like that. You have these people like Christopher Priest that, you know what I'm saying? He wrote Black Panther to be as smart and stuff. But you don't have that. They're writing those books. You have somebody else that's controlling at this point where it's like, okay, look, we got you, but we need some, some girl power here. So we gotta have to like dumb you down a little bit so we can put her on top of you to kind of make you look kind of crazy. Right. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead. No, go ahead. Yeah, I mean, that's just how it is when it comes to the energy. So it might be a business thing, it might be, like you said, a black man race type thing. It could be a number of different things. At the end of the day, we'll cure all that stuff. We can get exactly what we want is if we produce it. But go ahead.
So how do we account for 2023? Why is T'Challa getting his ass whooped by Captain America? Why did that happen? Why does T'Challa why is T'Challa getting held up by his collar and Captain America giving him the knuckle sandwiches? Why did that happen in 2023? Why did that happen?
I'm gonna go first. Like that. My shit gonna be easy with it, right?
Go ahead,
Same reason why, as a black prince became a black king, and he became a black superhero, we ain't gonna let this motherfucker actually attain Superman status. Second, Dr. Umar. God damn it, that's why I say Dr. Umar. They tried to Dr. Umar us all the fucking time. So there, simplify.
Got to play the Dr. Umar. He got to come in here sooner or later.
Because what purpose did it serve for T'Challa to be held up by the collar of his Black Panther, armor, and getting his ass whooped by Captain America with blood streaming from his nose and his mouth? What purpose? Possible, but what purpose did that serve?
It's a visual poetry of the black experience in America. Don't you understand?
Dude,
all right.
Black Panther.
So
completely over your head.
T'Challa is one of the most inconsistent characters I've ever seen. Like, this dude will lose to the Iron Fist, and
oh my gosh,
is that me again?
Yeah, you got no, you good. You don't got no background. You good.
Yeah, so he'll lose to the Iron Fist, but he'll beat Thanos. Like, it's so inconsistent. So I guess they're saying his hands ain't on the level of Cap, which it's never been like that for most of our experience with Black Panther. His hands was always top tier, if not better than Cap. And his technology is up there with Nick Fury. You know what I'm saying? I guess that's what they're saying when they have Cap beat him up, or Iron Fist or whoever.